Same thing. I really like this for the light because it was a low light picture. It was a long exposure, so you see the where the light gets washed out in the picture and it turns black. I really like the fact that it has that nice halo event around the side. You can't really see my mouse, but on the bike right here. Um, yeah, is a goats. Hi, goats. Chaos, can you do the same for goats, please? Same thing, same thing. Trying to get the lasers. Long exposures really didn't work well for me. Wait, do you have? Hold on. You guys have sound? You have sound? No? All right, hold on. Hold. Let me see if I can get you sound. Sources, views, settings. Aww. Okay, fine, I'll do it this way. Capture audio. Yes. Headphones. Let's see if that works. I don't know if that'll work or not. We're gonna find out though. That'll work. That's really loud, sorry. Let's try that again. Yeah, this was day one. It's a good old party. Someone threw their shirt. Back to the day. Flashbang if you were in a dark room. XCOM. I really like XCOM's entire company. I really like this. This is a Beetle, or it started life as a Beetle, as a Volkswagen Beetle, and they turned it into an off-road, like Dakar level off-road machine. Obviously, there was no shortage of money here. You can see all the sponsors on them. But I really just love the fact that it started life as something of a Beetle. And it is totally not, but it's just, yeah, metamorphosized into what did beetles turn into? I guess larva would be like de-evolution. I don't know, whatever. I love it. This is just there's no practical use of this vehicle, but I mean, hell, that's such a, I like it. I like it a lot. Also, this event was basically Coachella meets racing. So technically, it's the adult stage. Yeah, yeah. So what's the evolution of a beetle? Then I guess death is not really an option because this is definitely an evolution. So, um, but this event was like racing meets Coachella. So there's a lot of sponsors, a lot of vehicles. There's a lot of dino juice that was burnt in this weekend. But Shelby, um, Carol Shelby, America, um, was a vendor here. That's a major corporation. Like, I have no idea what, whatever. Um, yeah, so I don't know how they managed to get all these people here, but there's a lot of people. I really like this. Uh, it's a Mustang. Obviously, there's nothing special about the fact that it's a Mustang, other than the fact that it's a Shelby Mustang, Shelby America, that they clearly use. So, and this was a patch that I saw, and I was like, "Ooh, that's a chaos," especially with the heat that's here. It would have. I was just about melting. Like I was close to melting. Um, so I don't know. I found it entertaining and cute. So anime girls, of course, you can't go wrong with anime girls. How do I rotate this? Anime girls washing a skyline, I believe. Cute and so unhappy. Why are you unhappy? Why? Oh, because the heat. And then to counter your anime girls, you have Pokemon's fixing your car. I'm not sure which I prefer. The kitty? Why is the kitty unhappy? Hold on. The kitty's. I didn't think that was unhappy. You know how they have the jowls, right? That they kind of, even on this model where you see it go down before it goes back up. That's what I think that is. I don't know that that's a angry cat, but you know, that's my delusional state. You get the Pokemon. I almost got one of these just for kind of, adorable sake, but like I was never really into Pokemon, so it's cute. I can admire the fact it's cute, but same thing, cars. They have an evolution of the Mustang. Right, so this is like the first gen, second gen. Don't really know what the fuck happened here. Ugly gen. And then the Fox body. I had one of these, actually. And then we have all the way down to the modern. Tail Up is angry? Oh, I didn't know that. Okay, well, maybe it's just angry for all the noise that was there. Same picture. XComp Tire Company. Again, these are in no particular order. But that's a fun. I love that color. It's a beautiful color. Beautiful. Love it. All these cars, mind you, were getting used the entire weekend. Actually, maybe Tail Up's happy? Yeah. I thought Tail Down was unhappy. I don't know. Whatever. Who knows? I love on this one. So this is a S2000. It's a Honda from the 90s. I love the striping on it. I don't know why. Like the sponsorships are fine, but the whole color palette just works on this. I don't know. I couldn't tell you why I liked it. But these are the cars that were racing. Like you paid to get into them. The other ones that we've seen thus far have been the you pay to get in, or I'm sorry, they're sponsored vehicles. They're vendor vehicles, so they pay their fee and then they run them and sell their shit. Here's Chaos's googly eyes, which is freaking adorable. Those are to cover up the headlights so they don't break on track, which is even more entertaining that this truck ran on track. Close up. Yeah, it's just it's running on track. Yeah. Googly eye. Yeah. I love it. Just the fact that these trucks and vehicles started life as something completely different, and they're running them as track vehicles now. And back to the skateboards with, again, you got Hypnotoad or whatever the fuck his name is, and that, and then all the fun shit here. Sorry, this is literally just me show and telling for the first little bit, and then we'll go into Space Daddy. And safety third was definitely an option here. So this, if you cannot tell from the headlights, is a Mark IV Supra. That shell alone, and by shell I mean everything just sheet metal, is probably at least $40,000 to $60,000. It's a race vehicle, and I very much appreciate the fact that they're using said vehicle. But safety third was definitely an opinion here because they started with a jack, right? So they jacked it up with a standard floor jack, and they're like, "Hey, we need to help flip this thing." So we were like, "Okay, there's a floor jack, right?" So we just picked it up, put it on its side, sitting on the rims on the other side. Safety third, 100%. Again, on its side. Here's the top view. That shouldn't be a top view because that's ground level. Entertaining. Back view. But you did see that at this point, we had said, hey, we should probably get something to prop this vehicle up. Those are the handles of the floor jacks. Those are about 1.5 inch diameter tubing, and it is a tube. It's not solid, it is a tube. So that is the solution of how to, yeah, safety was definitely the high priority here. You can see the other one there. It's a tubing, it's for the jack. Into soft ground. Like, it was nothing if not safe. We did say, ooh, let's put 4 pieces of wood underneath it. You see, pieces of wood, floor jacks, like they're safety-ish. Ish is a key word. And then they did throw, you see that they put the wood behind the pole, like a wheel chalk. But that, oh wait, you can't see that. Hold on, let me do this. Sorry, this is not an effective way because I'm in the way, but you see the wood right here? It's a wheel chock. It's behind, like, it was intended, I think, so the thing didn't slip that way. But it would plunge into the ground first, so I'm not really sure the value of that piece. But they strapped it to a truck. At least it was a truck. But it was the ass end of a pickup, which is a light part of a pickup, so they should have done the front, like hooked it to the front of the truck. But, you know, whatever. It's not my car. Fuck it. Oh, what makes it even better, I didn't get a picture of it. They started working directly. Like, they worked under it like that. Like, they were under the car. They were trying to change the transmission. So they were like crouched in right here, trying to work on shit. It's like, really, guys, you morons, pretty fracking. At least it's not my. Like, I intentionally was not there. This is the second night, EDM night. The DJ was not great that night, but this one I found really adorable. They cut the A-pillars off and they had these little, it's hard to see in this picture. I was kind of late to picturing it, but they have these little tiny windshields that are just like a little whoop, whoop on a Miata. It looked so cute in person. Yeah, there you go, little hoops. It was so adorable. I loved it. Race car. Fluid damper. By the way, those guys were sponsoring one of my buddies that was out there. So, good shit on that one. Drift car. One of my buddy's cars. Great picture, I know. It's beautiful, in fact. I had a burnout competition. This is what this is. Maybe you have to be a car person to appreciate this, but I mean, they're roasting those tires, blowing them up. This guy is wonderful. Watch the Jersey barrier right here. Watch that. Yeah, hold on. Look, can I zoom in on this? Oh, I can't zoom in. Okay, that barrier, right? It moved about 3 feet. That's solid concrete. You know how hard you got to hit that thing for it just to go wham 3 feet over? Hard. Hard is the answer for that one. But did that stop these guys? Fuck no. Yeah, moved the barrier. Yeah, they keep going and going. And then they blow shit up. Yeah. Blow shit up. That's the fire crew that ran in. Yes, I realize I'm the only one that's entertained by this, but same thing. I think this is the same video, perhaps. Yeah, it's the same video. Okay. Might need to. Hold on. Oh, that's it. Okay, that's all the show and tell I have. I'm sorry. I found it very entertaining. It was a good time. Hopefully, I realized I didn't take any pictures like of any substantial value, but I found it very entertaining. It was a good weekend. I did get severely sunburned, but that's okay. That's what happens when you work, or when you basically, because we camped outside. We camped the whole weekend. So it was a good time. You know,